What's up guys? A week ago I made the first part of a video where I reviewed Pewdiepie's Photoshop skills, and I have to say he was pretty good. I mean, he made some mistakes, but in general it was pretty good. Today we're gonna look at something else. I have here two videos. First one where he tries to create Simpsons in real life, and also where he tries to create SpongeBob in real life. Not SpongeBob, actually Squidward, but SpongeBob too. And he's gonna use some interesting tools. I will tell you what is right, what is wrong from my perspective of a Photoshop expert.
This is Pewdiepie! Woo! Let's do handsome Squidward. Should we use Jean-Luc Picard?
That's actually a really good image. I mean, he looks like Squidward, almost.
Let's get rid of those stupid eyebrows.
Okay, how is gonna do it? Okay, he's using clone stamp tool in order to get rid of the eyebrows, copying these places, as you can see. No, he's copying these places where the pluses, and he's pasting them here.
Let's start with those beautiful kissy lips.
Okay, how is he gonna do the lips? Let's see.
Picard doesn't have any lips at all. This is a huge problem.
Most people don't, but of course I do. Wait. Okay, so what he did, he cut out the lips that he had and he just stretched them out, which is not the best way to do it, but let's see what else he does here. Again, the same. Okay, so of course he's just doing it for fun, but let me show you just a really nice way to make your lips bigger in case your lips are really small. Okay, I just need one emoji of a beautiful face. Ooh, that's good. Of course she's not as beautiful as Picard, but still fine. And what we can do is if you go to filter and liquify, okay, and by the way I also have to add that just maybe at the time when Pewdiepie was recording his video, this tool didn't exist yet in Photoshop. Okay, I don't know that, but maybe. Now here, if you go here to this tool which is called face tool, when you select it, you can actually change the part of our beautiful face. So for example, if we go to lips, we can actually make them bigger or smaller, as you can see. And like that we can easily make the lips bigger, and they look pretty realistic too. That's good. And you can also make the mouth bigger, smaller. You can even make the person smile. Look at that, wow. Yeah, this can look creepy. This is so bad. Let's just say you want to make them even bigger. What you can do is if you take this tool, which I just call it, what is the thing that you snap into the lips, push into the lips to make them bigger? I forgot. Silicone? I guess. Oh no, that's not for the lips, is it? I mean, it's for other part. We all know for which part, right? But anyway, if you take this tool which is called blot tool, and let me just zoom in a little bit. So here, first of all, I want to make the size a little bit smaller, and you can just make density 100%. If I just click, look what's gonna happen. Everything is suddenly getting bigger. Oh my god. Wow, she's so beautiful now, much better than before, right?
Kissy, you look so cute. Now, next up, them cheekbones. Damn.
Okay, so what he did here, first of all, he cut out this and then he put a copy of it on top of his face, and then he moved it a bit, and now he's adding just shadows behind it and also on top of it in order to create highlights.
Nose is almost identical already. Jesus Christ.
So now he's extending the... Is it called cheek? No, it's not called cheek, it's this thing. He's extending the... Anyway, you got what I mean, right? So actually, he may be using the right tool. I don't see which tool he's using, but let me check. Liquify. Yep, he used the right tool. So let me show you how he did it. Okay, let me show you the magic behind. So now we were working on this image, and we need to go to liquify again. But because I already have here liquify, I'm just gonna double click on it. Boom, boom. And for example, here you can use this tool, which is called forward warp tool. And if you use it, you can just make this bigger, even bigger. And now, for example, I can just click and drag, and look at that. But of course, we can also extend the size like that. Poor girl, if she knew this is going to happen to her, she would have never made this photo. Maybe I should send her, find her on Instagram and be like, hey, I made something for you, do you like this? And she will block me forever and ever.
Let's get rid of those.
Okay, he just deleted the ears. I mean, because we have here a simple background, you can just delete the ears without anyone noticing. But of course, if you have... Okay, here is also the background is not so complex. If you delete the ears, you can basically just color them with orange color and they will be gone. But if you have something more complex in the background, then you will have to find more creative ways to do it, I guess. For example, let me just quickly show here how you can get rid of these ears and make it look realistic. So basically, you have to replace it with what is behind the ears, and in our case it's hair, right? So we'll have to create a new empty layer, And now we will just have to clone the hair, just copy it and paste it on the ear. What we can do first is actually try to use just spot healing brush tool. If I just go make hardness 0 and try to draw over the ears, that's not too bad, right? We have here hair, and that looks kind of fine. Just go over this part again. Ear, no ear. Ear, no ear. You see, he basically just extended his head. I mean, you can use liquify tool just like we did, but because our person is not bald, it's probably gonna look weird. So just using the forward warp tool, you can just click and drag to extend this. Oh my god, this is so bad. But anyway, you get the idea, right? Another way is he basically cut out the face. If you just take, let's say, lasso tool,
and you just go over this place like that, boom shakalaka boom.
And now, for example, in order to put this on a separate layer, you can just click Ctrl or Command plus J. If you just do it, boom, now it's on a separate layer. Now we go to Edit, Transform, and Warp.
So what he was doing, if you just take this and start warping, as you can see, yeah, this can get crazy, so you can just extend the brain. And I don't know if you saw it in the tutorial, but that's exactly the tool that he was using in order to extend the brain.
Just to show you how this works, but this is approximately what he did.
That looks so good. That looks so great. I have a crush on...
Okay, he made the eyes bigger. Again, to make the eyes bigger, again, the magical liquify tool, yeah. You can just go use the face tool and try to make the eyes bigger just by like that. Boom, boom, boom. Wow. Or if you want to make it even bigger, you can just use this blot tool again and just click. Let me just make my brush bigger. Just click and click. She kind of looks like a female version of Squidward a little bit. And finally, make everything green. But that is actually pretty simple. All you need to do is you create a new empty layer. You take your brush tool, okay, brush tool, the magical brush tool. You make your brush a little bit bigger because mine is too small. You make hardness 0. Actually, let's make it 50 around. Let's make now our color green. So what green is Squidward? He's dark blue, right? Yeah. And now, for example, if I just start drawing, okay, looks pretty weird, but stay with me, okay? Now, for example, if I go to blending modes and I choose, let's say, multiply or even color burn, as you can see now it's good, and I can just go like that and boom.
So basically, you just have to be precise in order to be able to color only the parts of the skin. That's why I'm not gonna spend tons of time on this. But this is not bad. You gotta accept, right? And the hair and the eyes, the hands. I mean,
Voila! So,
and there we have it. Not quite as handsome as maybe I'd
don't worry. Good job. You still did a good job.
hope. Still pretty goddamn attractive. Art. Thank you.
That was my signature move. I always do that when I create something nice. To wrap this up, I gotta say that, I mean, he knows how to use stuff, which means that, like, what he was doing the most, basically cutting objects and making them bigger. And that sounds very simple, but in order to be able to do it right, you have to have experience. So he definitely does have enough experience, but there are just better ways to do things, okay? So, boom. Now let's see the Simpsons. Is he gonna use the same tools or is he gonna do something new?
Make cartoon characters come to real life with the magic of Photoshop. So I thought this could be a new fun series.
Whew, I thought I'm not recording. Wait, am I? Holy shit, I was about to kill myself. So he's gonna use this image, and I would say it's a pretty good image to convert into Simpsons. I don't know who is this guy.
Do the nose first. He doesn't really have nostrils, does he?
Okay, I mean, this was also pretty simple. Well, first of all, this image is definitely wrong for these purposes. Maybe I should have chosen a guy. I don't really want to make this beautiful girl become so weird. So let's see if I can find an image of a guy. Well, anyway, who cares? Okay, so I'm too lazy for that. So let me just create any empty layer. Again, you can just take spot healing brush tool. You can get rid of that beautiful holes in the nose. Boom. And now all you need to do is just convert this into a smart object. So basically both of these layers. So so that it's all one image. And now again I can just take my lasso tool, I can just start cutting this out. I would just say like something like that, maybe just approximately, boom. Again you just click Ctrl Command plus J, and as you can see it's a separate thing, and I can just take this, you can rotate this, put it, okay, maybe like this, I'm not sure, maybe like that. I'm not really sure what is the nose of Simpson, but anyway, what you should do else is you create a new layer and you delete the nose. You want to make sure we get rid of this nose. We don't want two noses, right? Boom, it's gone. Like this. And again, you can just go to Edit, Transform, Warp, and just make it smaller. And as you can see, I didn't convert this into a smart object. I would usually do it, but again, this is just for an example. Create another layer and then we can just, you know, get rid of the borders. So something like that. Wait, how does Simpson look like again? Okay, well, I mean, you get the idea, right? I'm not gonna do this for real. But...
Well, that's a good start. His ear is a little smaller.
Okay, again, as you can see, he's just cutting out and making the ears smaller. Very, very simply. Okay, now he's gonna make the eyes bigger, and we already looked how you can do that with magical liquify tool.
That looks kawaii! Kawaii desu homa-chan!
Yeah, again, to make this bigger, he used liquify tool. Definitely.
That looks great. You look good. You gonna look good.
And the final part, the coloring. So
and the beard. And of course the hair.
okay, so this is pretty simple. I mean, we already know all of this, how he did, because he did the same with Squidward. So here, regarding the hair, as we can see, he will import an image of a hair. Here. I think he just copies it and pastes it on top of his head. Whatever, let me take this guy. So for example, let's say we want to create a beard. I would even Google beard. Okay, this is kind of fine. Just copy the image, paste it here. First we'll convert it into a smart object. I'm gonna make this even smaller, like that, to fit his face. And then all you need to do now is to create a new layer and just copy. You can use clone stamp tool. You copy this by holding Alt or Option. You just hold it, boom, click here, and now you can just start, boom, you see? And make sure you have here sample all layers selected, very important.
Just copy and paste it here, and you can just copy and go from here like that. So again, as you can see, I'm not being very careful with whatever I'm doing because this is just random stuff. Oh.
Delete it from here.
Start deleting it from here as well, just to make it blend well with the original thing.
It's fine. I mean, it's not the perfection, but if you want to know how to make beards on his face, you can just watch some separate YouTube video, because this video is not about beards. I don't want to spend too much time here.
All right, I think we.
Good job. That's it, guys. So just again to finish, of course, he has some good Photoshop skills, but also another thing is that he has learned specific tools, and now he's using only those tools every time. So even, for example, even if there are like other ways to do things or better way to do things, he's still gonna keep to these tools probably because he's used to them and he's gonna continue doing it. If we're talking about some really old Photoshopers, and by old I mean people who have been doing it for a really long time, when Photoshop releases new tools, they don't usually learn new tools. They just keep to the old tools because they don't want to get out of their comfort zone and try something new, which is bad because new tools that Photoshop has just makes everything easier and faster. Again, I'm not blaming here Pewdiepie because he was doing this in 2015. That's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Make sure to leave a like and add some comments or I will destroy your Photoshop. I'm not kidding. Don't make me angry. Check the link below to get some of my beautiful poster artworks or enroll in my premium Photoshop classes. Bye bye.